Welcome to Softcore History.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome in officially to Halloween Horror Nights. I'm your host for the week, Dan Regester, joined as always by Rob Fox.
What's going on?
And we got a very special guest. You know him, you love him. He's been on the show many times before. Matthew Cooper. Coop.
Happy to be here. Thanks for having me, dude. It's been a while since I've been on here.
Welcome to my couch.
It has been.
I love the studio setup.
I think the couch is an upgrade straight up.
Same here.
No cap. Like absolute the best version of the set we've had.
We even upgraded the spider webs.
Oh, I thought it was like a ghost ship and those were fish nets.
Could be that as well.
Yeah. Like it's the Mary Celeste. The netting on the Mary
Which we did on patreon.com/softcore history. We've officially started Halloween Horror Nights, but this is the first episode for the year on the YouTube.
On the main.
On the main.
Yeah.
Are these spider webs going to stay year round like the last ones, or are these ones coming down after
I don't know.
October?
I got to see how I feel about it.
I mean, they look pretty good.
They look good. But you are right. They give more of a ship net vibe.
I'm not calling them spider webs. This is full on fishing net.
They were on discount at a Target. So
Okay.
maybe that's why. Nobody wanted them. Like, oh yeah, those aren't spider webs. You
go
chump.
You go fishing with that.
Maybe I can catch a meal.
I was gonna say this looks like the type of thing a hobo shoplifts from Target, goes to the local creek and gets a meal with.
Lake Austin.
Yeah,
I go to paddleboard.
catch an alligator.
Dude, there are some gators in there.
Yeah,
People forget.
Wait, where?
Lake Austin. There's some gators. There's
There
a couple.
are in Lake Austin?
downtown. Yeah,
Shut the fuck up.
yeah.
Dude, I have spent so much time in that lake thinking that it was safe.
I mean, there's
there-
a lot of bodies in that.
Yeah. First
lake.
off, people die in it constantly. It's not safe,
Well, yeah, but I can swim. I was taught when I was a kid. But
dude. Those
I mean,
I think,
alligators, I'm not going to fuck with alligators.
Yeah. There's gators in there for sure.
I like
Holy
alligators.
shit.
Alligators get a bad rap.
Yeah,
All
but
right?
one day one of them is going to kill someone.
Or me. I'm going to paddle up to it and go pet it.
Yeah, and it's gonna absolutely rip you to pieces.
People don't know this in Florida. You can pet the gators. They're docile.
They're not. They're straight up not. Also, Lake Austin is like a gator's paradise because I don't know if you know this about gators. I think crocs too, but
Also,
gators.
no one's expecting it in Lake Austin.
No, I know it's the funny. Your last thought before dying from a gator in Lake Austin is what?
The fuck?
What? It's like getting attacked by a lion in Chicago. Like it's just not supposed to happen.
Now that's spooky.
Yeah.
I mean, there is a very realistic chance you get attacked by a tiger here in Texas as well.
Well, that's just.
I believe there's more tigers at gas stations or in containment in Texas than in the wild.
That's true. There's
Slash
more,
Louisiana.
Yeah, more tigers in captivity in Texas than there are still living in the wild.
Oh, one used to live in my in-laws' neighborhood.
Yep.
It escaped
In
from
Houston.
somebody's pool house.
Some cartel member.
Basically, yeah. They moved after that. Not because of that.
Well, Coop, thanks for joining us.
Happy to be
It's
here,
officially Halloween Horror Nights, spooky season. Spooky season.
Yeah.
And what better way to start than to cash in on some sweet, sweet SEO?
What's the... I don't even know what the SEO would be right now.
Ed Gein.
Ah, yes.
Notoriously hot because Charlie Hunnam plays him now.
Was Ed Gein
No.
actually hot? Yeah.
No.
No, he
They
definitely
sexified
wasn't.
Ed Gein.
They made him hot?
But have you guys
hot.
have you seen the pictures of Charlie Hunnam dressed up as Ed Gein?
Yeah.
They
dressed him
uglied
down.
him up a
Tried.
bit. They did a pretty good job, honestly.
It's still Charlie Hunnam.
It is still Charlie Hunnam. When I first heard that it was going to be Charlie Hunnam, I was like, this is absolutely retarded. Why would
Yeah.
anybody cast a sex symbol as Ed Gein? Then they kind of like he looks kind of like Billy Bob Thornton from Sling Blade now.
Okay.
So roughly on the same level as Billy Bob Thornton, where it's like he landed Angelina Jolie, but he does look kind of retarded in the show.
Okay. All right. I mean, look, you can do wonders with makeup these days, but
Do you know much about him?
I don't know jack shit about Ed Gein.
Okay,
I think
well-
did he wear people's skin?
We'll get to it.
Okay, I think that's all I know. But Yeah, I don't know much.
Spoilers, dude.
He's one of the most influential serial killers that wasn't actually a serial killer. That's the most surprising thing.
Technically, but also, yeah, he was.
I mean, a bit. We'll get into it in the episode, I'm sure, but I don't really classify him as a serial killer.
You need more than 2 bodies?
Well, and you need
Confirmed bodies?
You need a pattern. If anything, he was a product killer, which serial killers can be. But I still don't. He was just, to me, just a damaged little mama's boy.
Aw.
He certainly was.
Yeah.
Let's just get into that. So Edward Theodore Gein was born in La Crosse, Wisconsin in August of 1906. He was the second son of George and Augusta. Augusta's a weird name for a woman.
Yeah. I mean, it's a classic name. It goes all the way back to Rome.
It is.
But now it sounds...
A little odd. Even in the 1900s, it seems a little weird.
You know, there were a lot of...
Augusta, Georgia.
My grandma's name was Mercedes.
Really?
Yeah.
Your grandma
Was she a stripper?
Yeah.
No, she was born before the car.
That's not true.
I'm pretty sure. Or no, but the car was just named after a woman. She was born like at the same time.
Did Mercedes have connections to the Axis?
No, that's a British situation, I think.
We sure?
Yeah, I'm pretty positive. I'll look it up.
I don't know. I thought Mercedes was a German name.
Yeah, I thought they had like Axis ties.
And Mercedes-Benz, let's see.
Along with, obviously, Volkswagen.
And was
well,
it?
we know Volkswagen.
Yeah, Volkswagen, obvly the people's car. The
Yeah.
chosen people's. Well, not the chosen people's
Definitely
car.
the opposite of the
people.
chosen people's car, yeah. While you look that up.
I will look that up. Yeah, okay, so it's German for sure.
Were they not making engines for the German plane? Who was making the engines for the German planes?
It had to be Mercedes.
I would think so, because Rolls-Royce was making the engines for the British planes.
Well, I'm just saying they weren't invented by the Nazis like Volkswagen, basically.
Okay, they aided the Nazis is what I was
You
saying.
know,
I wasn't- I
we
didn't
all
say-
aided the Nazis in some
Hugo
way
Boss
or another.
did, Bayer did.
I think Pepsi did.
IBM did.
So Coca-Cola was the soda for the Allies, and I believe Pepsi chose the Axis.
Pepsi made.
That is
Was
true.
Pepsi involved with Fanta?
Pepsi, I believe, just was neutral. They're like, we'll still supply the Axis with premium cola.
Oh, and we all loved the neutral countries in World War II.
Oh, those fucking dickheads.
Wasn't I don't know. I think Coke might have been I think Fanta might have been a subsidiary of Coca-Cola because they had the production over in Germany, but they couldn't.
Yes, I think you're right.
They couldn't sell Coke over there and still be an American brand.
Anyway, Augusta, not a weird name for 1906.
Ed's father was known to be an abusive alcoholic, and he would beat Ed and his older brother Henry until their ears rung. He was a carpenter, tanner, a firefighter, even owned his own grocery store before moving the family onto a 155-acre farm in Plainfield, Wisconsin.
That he owned?
Yeah, they owned it.
How'd he get a loan for that? Like, all right, let's see.
You
failed
just
it.
could own anything back then.
Life was easy. I mean,
Yeah.
it was harder in a lot of ways, but you could get a loan like
you
nobody.
can get a
business.
house for nothing.
Yeah, banks really didn't care. We talk about like the mortgage crisis, like man, they were giving out loans to anybody. But you just walk in with enough nickels in your satchel.
You'd be a homeowner.
Yeah,
Somehow their mother was worse, though. Augusta took advantage of having her sons isolated on their farm, keeping them away from civilization as much as possible.
my good boys, my beautiful boys.
She would read them scripture every afternoon, but stuck to the classics in the Old Testament and the book of Revelations about murder, death, and divine retribution.
Better content.
Yeah,
The
Jesus is
Gospels
kinda
are.
boring.
Let's just be honest. The Gospels are dog shit content.
they're boring as hell.
Yeah.
So I grew up
Love
in
thy neighbor, get out of here.
That's not enough to interest me while I fall asleep. When I was growing up, though, like I was in a very, very devoutly religious Christian family.
Yeah.
We don't talk
At least
about that enough.
My dad was, but I know it gets glossed over a lot. It was a Christian cult, the Worldwide Church of God, shout out. But yeah, when I would go to bed and I wanted any sort of bedtime story from my dad, it would always be biblical stories, and primarily it was Revelations or the story of Jonah and the whale.
Oh, well,
I love Jonah and the whale.
Jonah's kind of fun. Revelations feels not for children.
Yeah, it's a little
Yeah.
spooky.
You want a story about 4 horses?
Yeah, but Jonah's just Pinocchio.
Oh yeah.
They both get swallowed by a whale. It's really Finding Nemo too. At that point, they get swallowed by a whale at one point too.
Also, Jonah, not a real boy.
Jonah?
Mm-hmm.
I don't remember. I don't know anything about Jonah's story. except
Something also grew, just not on his face.
he got hard in the whale.
Did Jonah have a boner? Was he like John McAfee?
That's how he got out. He fucked his way out.
Just like John McAfee.
Yeah, he fucked his way to freedom
Hell yeah.
through that blowhole.
Good for Jonah.
They would be hammered about the evils of the outside world, alcohol, often citing their father, who she felt was totally worthless, and the device of the devil known as women. Not her, though, other women.
You're right. There's only one good woman in this world, Eddie. It's me. Don't you trust another woman. Don't let her show you her flower.
You're not that far off. Like, you're kind of nailing it. Edward would become obsessed and idolize his own mother. There's a story about Ed having his first sexual arousal and orgasm during childhood after watching his mother slaughter a pig behind a shed.
I mean, that's just a normal farm boy.
Yeah.
I don't. I think that I'm not sure we've cleared the hurdle that isn't a normal first farm boy orgasm. Like if you grew up on a farm, I'm not sure the first time you blasted your pants isn't.
Like, you're not blinking at this. This doesn't surprise you.
No.
Well, realistically speaking, like, again, going back to the way that I grew up in a very, very rural area, and any sort of sex education was completely off the table.
Right.
So the first time that I ever had the opportunity to ask any questions about anything like that was the first time that I saw farm animals banging.
So you had to be like, your question was scientific at that point.
Yeah, I didn't get hard from it, but
Right.
I mean, a little bit more time, I probably would have.
I wouldn't have blamed you.
Yeah. Now, you also saw, I believe, like your 8 or 9-year-old friend chase down a pig and slit its throat right in front of you.
Jumped on his back and slit his throat. Yeah, his name was Clint. That kid was a fucking badass.
What'd he end up
At
doing?
like 8 years old, he's tougher than I'll ever be in my entire life.
Why did he need to do it? Or did he
They
want to do
They
it?
were just slaughtering one of their pigs. I didn't know that it was coming.
Okay.
They're like,
just-
we have a guest. We need to make supper.
Okay.
Yeah, it was like something that they were going to do anyway. I just didn't. They said that they were going to slaughter one of their pigs. But then as soon as we got out next to the corral, his dad just handed him a knife and was like, go get him, Clint. And then just Clint took off running out into the corral.
Beelined it.
Jumped on the pig's back and then just slit its throat. And I was fucking horrified.
Hell, did you eat it?
Now, were you aroused?
We didn't, as far as I know, we didn't eat that one that night. I think they were just getting that out of the way because they had to bleed it and slaughter it and everything.
That's true. I didn't know. I was actually curious if they were just doing the whole thing right there. Like you got there at 2:00 and they were like, yeah, we're going to chop it up, have the pork chops ready for dinner.
That actually would have been kind of cool if I was expecting it.
I
Did
think
you
it's
feel
better if
anything
you're not.
downstairs or no?
No, I shrilled a little bit. I was intimidated by Clint after that. It's like, this kid's a fucking badass.
Yeah, he knows how. Clint gets up and he's like, that's a wound.
That's
a kill.
Just
That's a kill.
like Bob the
That's a
Butcher.
kill.
Yeah.
Or Bill the Butcher.
When Ed was 12, his mother caught him masturbating and grabbed and tugged his balls, calling them the curse of man before putting them in hot water to punish him.
Mm-hmm.
And that didn't make him hard?
Yeah, he should have just been gooping all over her at that point. I mean, just actual full-on fire hosing. What's weird is, as a father, that has actually come back around in baby books. A lot of baby books will recommend doing that.
To put your baby's balls in hot water?
If they get an erection too early, before 6 months, you're supposed to dip their scrotums in boiling hot water.
Where are these books from? When are they dated?
When are they dated? They're dated present. I actually wouldn't call them books so much as neatly stapled pamphlets from our own church.
Yeah. Which, again, you guys don't go to a Catholic church because of your wife.
Yeah, every time I complain about it, she just like pretty much does weird sex stuff to me to convince me otherwise. And
And you end up in a strip mall.
yeah.
That'll do it.
So if you see me walking out of a Baptist church, I've just gotten a rusty trombone in the last 48 hours.
Somehow she eventually let Ed go off to school, but would punish him if he attempted to make friends or interact too much with other kids.
Doing talking to that boy. You know what that boy is? His daddy's a banker. Banker. Sells to whores. He is a whore. Give me your balls.
Because of this, classmates and teachers described him as shy and strange, often laughed in uncomfortable situations, which I can relate to. I actually used to always laugh in front of my coaches' faces if they yelled at me.
Because you felt uncomfortable?
As a kid, yeah. Whenever I was uncomfortable, I would just smile or laugh.
Oh, boy. That's not helpful.
So my 8th grade coach tried to fight me
Hell yeah.
because I laughed in his face. He was smaller than me at the time, so I threw him down.
Wait, he tried to fight you when you won?
He got in my face, yeah, and then like he went to push me, and I just kind of like grabbed his arms and threw him down.
Oh man,
And then I didn't get to start the rest of the year.
Yeah, that
I
makes
sat on the
sense.
bench the rest of the year.
Should have jumped on your back and slit your throat.
He also had a slight growth that caused him to have a lazy eye and a lesion on his tongue that caused him to speak a bit weird. So I'm sure that didn't help with social interactions.
It's not going to make you friends. It's not going to make you friends, especially back then. So it's the 1920s.
Goal achieved for his mom.
Yeah. Genetics helped her out a
Creating
lot.
a deformed little freak
Um,
who's now being played by one of the hottest men in Hollywood.
but like the things that children would call weird kids or retarded kids, let's just call it the 1970s, was jaw-dropping. Go back to the 20s, and I think literally you could just smack them with sticks all day, and it was not a big deal.
Yeah, I think you're allowed to beat him
Yeah.
and call him a mongoloid.
Yeah, like truly. I randomly, I've never actually seen this movie, but I randomly got served a clip of Bad News Bears, and they're like, man, there's like a dumb caption like kids movies used to hit different, and it was like 5 N-words from an 8-year-old.
Or were they reading Huckleberry Finn?
No, he was using them descriptively
Ah.
for his teammates who fit that description.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Did he have the pass?
No. He was like, this team's full of N-words, spics, Jews. I was like, good God, I have not seen this movie. And then Jackie Earle Haley gets in a fight with kids who call him a fag a bunch of times, which I was like, I mean, that's era accurate. That would have been accurate to me.
Yeah, let's
a
not
movie
get-
in 2004.
We're past being monetized at this point for this episode.
Yeah. Well, I'm just saying, it's what's in the fucking movie. The N-word's the only one I'm not going to say. I will repeat what someone else said
Coward.
all the way up. Fine.
You want me to bleep it out?
Bleep it.
To make it sound like you said it.
Yeah.
Ed dropped out of school in 8th grade, but continued to be an avid reader. Henry and Ed would remain on the farm into their 30s.
You're good boys. Strong boys. Really, all I'm thinking about is just that X-Files episode where they fucked a nugget
Unfamiliar. Somebody
Oh, is that the one with
bangs a
the
nugget?
the mom underneath the bed or something like
underneath
that?
the floorboards.
Oh yeah. I
Yeah,
remember
so
that
like
one.
these 3 like inbred brothers just like kept their mom, and they like sawed off her arms and legs, and they just like nugget bang her, and then she gets pregnant, and they have to take the even more tarded kids and like just bury them in the
Isn't
woods.
that kind of the case in Bone Tomahawk?
They had Bone Tomahawk. It's not their own mom though. It's just
I understand that,
Yeah,
but there's just
they nuggeted them.
nuggets that are giving birth.
Yeah, but they also
In the
took
cave.
they also took their eyes out, and this lady, she still had her eyes. And when Mulder and Scully find her, she's like, "My boys are such good boys, such sweet boys, good boys." And they all just like take turns, like drilling their quadruple amputee mother, who they quadruple amputeed.
That's dark. I mean, it fits for this episode.
That episode was banned from Fox for like a decade.
Their mother made them promise they'd never leave her alone with their useless father who was drinking away the family money. On April Fool's Day, 1940, Ed's father, George, finally dies of a heart attack at the age of 66.
Damn, that's older than I was expecting.
Yeah.
To help pay the bills, Ed, now 34, and his brother, who's 5 years older, so like 39, got odd jobs around town working as handymen and became reliable and respected members of the community.
Okay, good for them. Like, oh, those farm boys finally left. Their mom must be too old to hold them back.
Ed even babysat for neighbors, saying he related more to kids than adults.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, that checks out.
Completely true.
He didn't really have a childhood. Is it
No.
Michael Jackson situation
I was
here?
literally about to say, very much like Michael Jackson.
or Michael Jackson was very much like Ed Gein.
Yeah.
Maybe not.
Well, I don't know. They both had victims.
Allegedly.
Allegedly. No one's proven Ed Gein was guilty.
In 1942, Ed was eligible for the draft because World War II is going on, and had to go to Milwaukee for a physical exam that
Was he 36 at that point?
42. Yeah, something like that. It's
Okay.
like
Damn,
around
that's
there.
really pushing it. But yeah, World War II, that makes sense.
All hands on deck.
My grandpa was in the Battle of the Bulge at the age of 33.
33?
Yeah.
God damn, he was an old man compared to everybody else.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Platoon commander of a tank platoon. But yeah, he was born in 1912.
Again, not a veteran though. Battle of the Bulge. It's on a VHS now.
Yeah. Yeah.
I think I've seen that one.
It's pretty rough. Lot of, I'll just put it this way. It's a man named Sherman who keeps just sticking his cannon where it doesn't belong. In my grandpa's butt.
Goes to Milwaukee for a physical exam that he fails thanks to the growth on his eyelid that impaired his vision.
Yeah, it never sounded like he was getting in.
No, but it was the farthest he ever traveled in his life.
Jesus Christ.
But if they are, like, if they're pulling people in at roughly, 36 years old at this point? Oldest person I knew in basic training was 34, and he looked like a goddamn old man.
Yeah, I'm sure.
But even if they're desperate enough to bring in people that are in their late 30s, like mid to late 30s, I would think that just a little growth on the eye they could probably overlook.
Especially if it's like, all right, well, we can't send you to the front lines, but you can do dog shit logistical work, right?
Yeah, or even then, just send them out to the front lines. They don't need to see anything to block the bullets for other people.
Yeah, that's true. Go skip through that minefield, special boy with scalded testicles. Whatever.
Henry began dating a divorced mother of two and was planning to move in with his new family.
First downturn in his life so far.
Henry and their own mother, though, became more and more distant due to this, and he would often criticize her in front of Ed, worrying about his brother's attachment issues.
Be like, Ed, he told us, she made us not have sex until we were like 40. Ed, wake up, Ed. I don't know. I like her, I guess. I don't know. I like the way she kills pigs. I don't know.
Ed was reportedly shocked and hurt from these comments, and in 1944, his brother was mysteriously found dead face down on their farm.
Well, he did get a kill during the war. Good for him.
Did you happen to see any details about his brother? Because I've heard a lot of theories that his brother was technically his first victim.
Yeah.
But it was never actually proven.
It's not proven. So after Ed had lost control of a brush burning fire, the local fire department was needed to put it out. While doing so, Henry's body was found, but no foul play was suspected, believing Ed was incapable of harming anyone, let alone his own brother.
They just thought he was too simple to do it?
Yeah,
Okay.
kinda.
I like that they're just like, oh, that's no. Ed didn't do it. The retard who watches our babies while we're away for hours. He would never hurt someone. The simpleton who we put into the care of our children into the arms of, he wouldn't kill anyone.
The guy with the boiled balls? Hell no.
Yeah.
Despite having a giant bruise on his head, the official list of his death was asphyxiation from the fire.
Oh, okay.
And this was a brush fire?
So he was burning brush, and Ed lost control of it, and it kind of spread on his property.
So his brother just somehow ended up with a bruise on his head in a field. Plenty of places to escape.
I guess it makes sense if you start asphyxiating and you fall down or something, maybe. Who the fuck knows?
And apparently he had been dead for longer than, the fire would have indicated.
Right.
But,
so
who's going to investigate that? Who cares?
He had one of those famous pre-mortem asphyxiations.
Mm-hmm.
Look, there's a war on, pal. You don't have time to investigate a murder.
Their mother, Augusta, suffered a stroke shortly after, and Ed devoted himself to her care until she suffered a second stroke and died on December 29th, 1945.
No.
Ed was devastated, losing his only friend in the world and one true love.
Possibly the only woman to ever make him come.
Certainly. He boarded up her bedroom and living room to preserve them as if they were and she was still alive. He would eventually go up to board up all of the farm but 2 rooms, only having access to a small room and the kitchen next door. So he didn't want to taint anything that would have had the scent or, I guess, items of his mother.
He wanted to remember the better times. You know? The happy times. When he was getting erections while his mom did farm work and boiled his balls. And before his brother took on some used flour that pushed out 2 sin meat sacks. Fucking kids. She had to be so mad about that. A divorced woman in the 40s who shoved 2 out already.
Yeah, even the people that were well-adjusted did not look kindly on that.
No.
Yeah, Henry's a weirdo too, though. He was living on the farm with his brother and mom
I get
until
it.
he's 40.
And then he finally got laid, and he was like, dude.
This is it.
Dude, we have been living fucked up lives, man.
His already unkempt appearance gets worse, and neighbors start to comment on how bad he starts to smell.
Yeah.
He worked odd jobs to get by and eventually got a bailout from the government with a farm subsidy in 1951. While also
they
selling
really were just throwing money around. back
80
then.
acres of his own land.
Good
so
Lord.
sells land that he owns already, and then that farm subsidy in 1951. It's smooth sailing from there.
Hell yeah. Just living off that subsidy life. To do what? What do you get the subsidy for? I don't know.
Because they owned a farm.
So you just get a check.
Probably.
It's a classic Simpsons quote. Grandpa, didn't you wonder why you were getting checks in the mail? No, I just thought the Democrats were in power again.
Ed spent the majority of his time reading pulp magazines and adventure stories, particularly those involving cannibals and Nazi atrocities.
Now that's where the real problem comes from. It's nothing to do with his mom. So it's goddamn comic books.
He became fascinated by Ilse Koch, who would take tattooed concentration victims and make lampshades and other household items out of their skin.
Was that a real person?
Yeah.
Was it? I think it was the bitch of Buchenwald.
Yes, that's her nickname.
Good.
She's
God.
a real Nazi.
Yeah,
Jesus.
big burly woman. If you ever seen a picture of her, she looks like a fucking rugby
Was she
player.
Gestapo? I think she was, right?
I don't know if she was Gestapo. I know that she was definitely watching over a concentration camp, and she was the one that everybody was afraid of, even the other guards.
God forbid you were a Jewish man with a tattoo. Which,
Ugh.
you're
Well-
already going to go to hell.
Yeah, Jews with tattoos. Who's?
Ugh, good Lord. This woman is terrifying.
Yeah, she's a brute.
Are you looking at Ilsa?
She survived?
Wait.
She died happily.
What?
She
lived
wasn't
until-
executed.
She lived until 1967.
What?
That's not great.
I thought for sure that she was executed. That's insane because she would walk from what I've heard, she would walk around the concentration camp like dressed scantily clad. She would look like a dominatrix, and she would just beat the shit out of the prisoners.
Oh my God. Yeah. Okay, she did go to prison and just eventually killed herself in prison.
I mean, that's a happy story, I suppose.
It's good enough, yeah.
Yeah, close enough.
And honestly,
Made
say
it
what,
sound like she died in the suburbs of Des Moines.
I know. Say what you want about making lampshades out of people, but we've done episodes on this podcast where Wyoming prisons used to take the death row people, and after they were died, they'd make fucking shoes out of them and shit.
They'd play in those shoes.
Yeah, then they'd go play ball in those shoes.
That's a really fitting reference for this episode.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, does he like baseball? Or
He
shoes?
loves baseball.
Does
Huge
he?
baseball guy.
He likes tanning, arts and crafts.
Okay.
Yeah. He also got really into the topics of head shrinking and human anatomy. He starts visiting his mother's grave and ultimately digs up her body, rips her head off the corpse with his bare hands, and shrinks her head to keep him at his home. Or keep the head at his home.
Oh.
As you do.
Oh.
Shrunken head, though, would be a little off.
How does he shrink it?
How do you shrink any head?
Is it confirmed that shrunken heads are real?
I don't know.
Because I don't know how the fuck that works. I've heard that you have to somehow remove the skull, because obviously the skull's not going to shrink.
Right. Okay.
And then you just boil the rest.
That sounds easy.
You don't like pickle it?
You have to do something to get it to shrink down. I've seen, like, in real life at the Ripley's Believe It or Not Museum in California.
Yeah.
They had alleged shrunken heads there.
Okay. Now that doesn't sound that hard, because all you need to do is just cut out the back. You only see the front, really. They only show you the front. Just cut out the back, pop the skull out.
So you're telling me you didn't believe it?
Yeah, believe it or not, I didn't.
It says believe it or not. You are given the option.
Nightly visits to other cemeteries became a regular occurrence after reading obituaries in the paper. He targeted newly buried middle-aged women to dig up and dissect to help assemble a woman's suit so he could literally crawl into their skin.
Oh.
He also kind of would see if women somewhat resembled his mother.
Oh, he wanted to find someone who looked like mom.
So the psychology behind that has always confused me, because he was obsessed with his mom. That makes sense. But I would think that he would want to recreate his mom as opposed to becoming his mother.
We create the skin suit.
Which he's going to wear. He's not going to, like, stuff it and turn it into a mannequin that he can cuddle up with or anything like
Right.
that.
Why not both?
This is literally...
Yeah, why not both?
This Ed Gein is literally like half Psycho, half Silence of the Lambs.
That's
Oh, you're picking up on some things.
Yeah.
very good reference.
I mean, literally, Psycho, he dresses up like his mom. Norman! And then Silence of the Lambs, he wears ladies' skin.
Okay, we'll just get to that. Ed Gein is said to be the inspiration for Norman Bates in Psycho, Leatherface in Texas Chainsaw Massacre, and Buffalo Bill in Silence of the Lambs.
All right.
Nailed that one.
So, props to you.
It's not a like difficult thing to guess. You just need to have watched more than 20 movies in the last 40 years. And you're gonna fucking pick up on it. Leatherface I didn't think of though.
Yeah.
I think Leatherface out of him is the biggest stretch. It's just wearing somebody else's face that they kind of got from Ed Gein.
And also Leatherface is just like a real just like a hardcore like linebacker motherfucker running with a chainsaw, like a real brute. Ed Gein doesn't strike me as a brute.
Right, he's not Ed Gein fully. He's
Yeah.
an amalgamation of multiple people.
I think Ed Gein just like taught people like, oh, you could wear someone else's skin? Well, I'm writing that down.
Face Off.
Yeah. Ed Gein.
Nick Cage.
Inspired by was
Ed
it
Gein.
do you think Cage or Travolta that was the Gein character?
Yeah, it had to be Nick Cage in Face Off.
Mhm.
Yeah, Nick Cage was the one. His character, Castor Troy, he was the one that had the idea to take John Travolta's face off.
So Travolta was originally the FBI agent or whatever?
Yeah,
Okay.
Seems like you didn't watch that movie, huh?
I did not.
In your last 40 years.
I'm not a big woo guy.
Not a woo guy.
Not a woo guy.
Okay.
was that John Woo that did that?
Yeah.
Oh god, that's got to be one of his worst movies.
Yeah.
What
No,
the
the worst-
hell? It's a good movie, man.
I mean,
His
it's
worst
not
film of all time by far, and this is relevant because it is a history movie. In the boom of World War II movies that came out after Saving Private Ryan, the one that stands out as the most stunningly abysmal is Wind Talkers, starring Nicolas
Why do you
Cage.
hate natives?
No, John Woo hates the natives.
Wait, John Woo did Wind Talkers?
Yeah.
No fucking way.
Yeah.
Holy shit, that blows my goddamn mind.
Yeah, it's one of the worst films I've ever seen in my whole
It's not for you.
There's no war movie that I really dislike. It's kind of like shark movies. If it's about sharks or war, I'm generally going to love it.
Yeah.
But Wind Talkers is up there with, I could barely even finish it.
Oh, I mean, it's unbelievably bad. Like, the script is insane. Like the side conversations they have. Like at one point, Christian Slater's, they're just like walking on patrol. And they're like, what are you going to do after the war? What am I going to do after the war? Heard of this? Literally, his line is like, heard of this new thing called yogurt. You could put strawberries in it. I'm going to invest in that. It's fucking crazy. It's fucking crazy.
So Wind Talkers was really just a TCBY origin story?
Yeah, I guess, dude. And at another point, this definitely didn't happen, I think, in real life. The Adam Beach's character, the main like Native American character, they like got pinned down. They don't know what to do, and he starts like putting on a Japanese uniform. And Nicolas Cage or whatever's like, "What are you doing?" And he's like, "I look like a nip. I can sneak in there. I look like a nip."
All right. So we're just going with every insult other than the M word today.
That's the other N word. I'm quoting the fucking movie. He's screaming it like into camera. And my first thought is like, no, you don't.
No, you don't.
You
You
don't.
definitely don't.
No Japanese person's going to be fooled by you.
Too dark.
You look like a fucking Native American, not a Japanese person. It's fucking...
Well, they both have gray hair.
Yeah, true. They both have thick black
yeah.
hair, but...
Difficulty growing facial hair.
But like moment after moment of stunning. At one point, they use stock footage from Desert Storm to show a battleship shooting.
What the fuck?
It's not a joke. But I'll wrap up my Wind Talkers rant there.
I got to go back and watch that movie again now because I remember it sucking, but I don't remember it being that bad.
Wild.
After peeling off their faces, he would shrink their heads and add to his collection. Gein admitted to stealing from 9 graves. Besides masturbation, Ed denies ever having had a sexual experience in his life and stated that he never fucked the cadavers because they smelled too bad.
Am I right, boys? Nothing stinks like a pussy, you know? Smell like a trout, am I right? Like, you're under arrest again. Jesus. So just execute him right there.
Yeah, you're getting the death penalty now.
Yeah.
An increase in missing persons in the area began at this time as well. In 1951, Ed visited a bar owned by Mary Hogan. She was a middle-aged woman that looked much like Ed's mother, but she had a foul mouth and a bit of a history. Ed was fascinated by her.
She sounds very Irish. Owns a bar. Mary Hogan.
Mary Hogan.
Yeah, Mary Hogan. Get your dumb fucking fat ass out of here, you simple little fuck, looking at me with your sideways eye and your crooked boiled balls. Fucking quit it. And he's like, I must wear you. I must wear you.
They hang out for like 3 years.
Oh.
But
Wow.
apparently he doesn't bang. He doesn't smash.
He probably could have.
Well, he only knew one good woman in his life at that point, and she's dead.
Yeah. He wants to, but he keeps going into the bathroom. He's like, remember, Eddie, remember what Mother said. Flowers are disgusting. Flowers are dirty. Flowers grow in dirt.
Also promised his mother he would be a virgin.
Oh.
Oh. All right, well, he's kind of a good man. No, in the grand scheme of things, the amount of serial killers, which again, I don't really consider Ed Gein to be a serial killer. He's just kind of a unique guy.
Technically, he hasn't killed yet in this story.
That we can confirm.
We can confirm. I'm really fucking sure he killed his brother. I'm fairly convinced of that. No evidence. I just have a feeling that he killed his brother.
Kind of a hunch that he killed his brother. Also, maybe some people that don't really get mentioned.
True. Oh, people were disappearing all the time.
Yeah. There's a bunch of people that have been going
cared.
missing in the area that they just don't connect.
The amount of serial killers that have mommy issues is absolutely insane.
How many have father issues?
When it comes to father issues, it's mostly getting head injuries at a young age from their father.
Which he got.
That's along the lines of Ed Kemper. Ed Kemper's another one. Mommy issues and severe head injury when he was young.
Oh, shit. All right.
But it's very, very common for male serial killers to have big-time mommy issues.
Mary goes missing in 1954. Ed later admitted he had been hanging out with her and drinking before he pulled the blinds, put a .22 caliber gun to her forehead, and shot her.
Oh, boring.
Don't know why.
Boring.
the amount of people that kill with 22s is also really, really surprising.
Why is that
pretty close.
surprising?
Just because it's such a small caliber
Yeah.
that to me,
You got to do it like right up close, basically, right?
Well, it kind of makes
Yeah.
sense for him if he wants to steal her head.
true, it's not going to be as big of a wound, but if you actually want to kill somebody, like when I was growing up, a 22 was considered pretty much a pellet rifle. Like you got a 22 when you were around like
Shoot
7 or
squirrels.
8 years old.
yeah.
Yeah, you'd go and kill animals with it, but up until the time you were 7 or 8 years old, you had a pellet rifle, and they were considered roughly the same because they're. If you get right up close, they can do some damage. But if I was going to actually kill somebody, a 22 would not be my
Didn't
first
Lincoln
choice.
get shot with a 22?
No, I
it
think
was-
that
it
caliber
was
was,
like a-
actually pretty big.
Yeah, it was like at least like a 32 or 38
Really?
or
Because
something.
he doesn't die immediately.
well,
That's why you don't use a small round.
That's
You
what
want
I'm
something a
saying.
little bit bigger.
Well, so the problem with I think that gun was that so it's 44 caliber,
Oh.
but the
Oh,
Derringer. But see, here's the thing though, not a lot of force behind it.
Oh, it was a Derringer?
Yeah, it was a Derringer.
Oh, okay. Those
So
are the tiny little lady guns.
Yeah, so I'm not sure it had this. Again, I'm not a gun person. Gun people can light me up for this, but my assumption would be the Derringer probably did not have the oomph in it in terms of force of the shot
Hell yeah, brother.
that other guns had.
If it was a small Derringer, it could have been a 44 caliber round, but it must not have had very much powder behind
Right.
it.
That's what I'm
Yeah,
guessing.
let the,
So that
let the
makes
veteran
sense.
talk about a gun.
Thank you for your service.
Oh, you're welcome. I loved every money of it.
The day after the murder, while working with a man named Elmo, he admitted to killing her. and
Wait, there's actually been people named Elmo?
Yeah.
That's not just a Sesame Street name?
I guess it was just a normal name then. He admitted to killing Mary Hogan and said he hung her up at his house, but Elmo dismissed Ed's statement, not believing Ed was capable of violence.
Yeah, he's just like, God damn it, this guy's so fucking weird. Sick of this shit. He keeps telling me he's stealing bodies from the like. Just one normal conversation. God, he just tries to get me riled up every day.
Her skull was later found in a box and peeled off face in a bag at his home. In 1957, owner of a local shop and mother of Deputy Frank Warden, Bernice Warden, 58, suddenly disappeared from her store.
Like midday, like took a lunch break and
Never came back.
oh man.
Deputy Warden found the cash register gone when he went to check on his mother, blood on the floor, and a 22 caliber rifle that was out of place on its rack upon arrival at the store.
Oh, did he use a rifle from the store?
Yeah.
See, Ed Gein is just like these kids that shoplift deodorant. Now they got to put the rifles behind glass because assholes like him.
They also found a receipt for antifreeze made out to Ed Gein, the last sale of the day.
So, person of interest right off the bat.
So the next day, the sheriff and Deputy Warden entered Ed's house and were shocked at what they found. They found the deputy's mother's headless corpse hanging upside down with her ankles lashed to a wooden crossbeam. She was split open from vagina to sternum, field dressed like a deer.
Good Lord, he found his mom like that?
God
Headless
damn.
and, yeah, just split open.
Jesus fucking Christ.
I can't think of a worse thing ever.
Your kids, basically, would be the only.
I think your mother might be worse. I don't know. No, I'm not, I don't have kids.
I both going kids, personally, but mom wouldn't sit right, wouldn't sit well.
It'd be a close second, I would imagine.
Yeah.
Like between mom and kids, I would say kids is definitely worse.
Are you
But
saying that because your mother's getting up there?
No.
It's her time to go.
Now, obviously, wife wouldn't bother me. I split her in half all the time. So.
Sit in it. Also, while they searched his house, authorities found, and I got just bullet point after bullet point, a wastebasket made of human skin.
as
Do
you
you think
do.
he ever did it?
Kobe.
You couldn't say Kobe then.
What would it be? What would it be?
Naismith?
Mikan?
Yeah.
George
The
Mikan.
Mike and drill.
Mikan?
He's just doing layups.
Yeah.
Human skin covered several chairs. Human skulls mounted on the bedpost. Female skulls, some with the top sewn off. bowls made from human skulls, a corset made from a female torso, skinned from shoulders to waist, leggings made from human legs, masks made from the skin of human heads, or I guess female heads, Mary Hogan's face mask in a paper bag, Mary Hogan's skull in a box, Bernice Warden's entire head in a burlap sack. So, yeah, you didn't just see her body, you saw her head. What's in the box?
Well, yeah.
What's in the sack?
Well, I think we know where they got that then, too. Hey, Steve, what's in the box? Like, it wasn't the same, but he did ask, what's in that box? You know, he's like, they're seeing everything, and he's like, oh, God, what's in that box?
Bernice Warden's heart in a plastic bag in front of Gein's potbelly stove.
Oh, he was going to eat it.
He had 9 vulvas in a shoebox.
Okay, it's all pretty gross, but so something I am curious about, do you know if he actually did eat any of the bodies? Because he kept a lot of the parts, but I've never heard anything about him being a cannibal.
Read about cannibals, didn't say anything about cannibalism.
Yeah, that's what I found also. Why was he keeping all this shit? And especially the vulva. So
I guess you're eating out of like human bowls. So I guess technically maybe there's some shards that get into your food.
I think
yeah, like 6 degrees of Kevin Bacon
you could make a
cannibalism.
sharp bracelet out of a vulva. A nice. What better from anything on anyone's body to make a good leather cuff than a vulva?
I mean, a butthole would be pretty good too.
Yeah, true. You gotta loosen that thing up though.
Yeah, you got to stretch that one out.
Yeah.
A young girl's dress and the vulvas of 2 females judged to have been around 15 years old.
Wonderful.
Okay, and just to clarify, by vulva, he's just like putting a vagina through a deli slicer, like just taking off the outside, or is it the entire thing?
Vulva is like the
It's
outside.
just the outside, so it's like he put it through
Does
a
it include
deli
the
slicer.
labia? I don't know what that means.
I would
Where's the
imagine
clit,
it has
guys?
to.
Vulva's the whole fucking thing. Vulva's the whole fucking outside. Labia, majora, minora, clit, everything.
Yep.
So it's like a scalping, but downstairs.
Yes.
That's nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, good bracelet. I'm with you on that one.
Yeah. Well, leather cuff. He's a man.
A belt made from female human nipples.
How?
I don't know, man.
So you guys,
Thick old salami.
there's actually a picture of it. You can find a picture of it online.
Really?
Yep.
Yeah, there's pictures of some of the stuff that Ed Gein made.
I don't even
and,
know if we can show that on YouTube.
It's
Nipple.
I mean, it
belt?
is a nipple made out of human belts, but or a belt
belt.
made out of human nipples.
Dude.
But it's not super. You found it?
Let me see it. Oh yeah. We could probably show this. I mean,
Yeah, I mean it's not bloody. There's
no.
replicas that you can find of it online. You could post a picture of the replica. They're all pretty accurate. But all 3 of us know somebody that have a movie quality replica of that nipple belt.
Is it Joel?
No, surprisingly it's not. It's Ben from J&L Barbecue.
Oh, good.
He's got one. He's going to bring it into the studio so we can use it on
Well,
Crime
now I
Corner.
believe of Leroy and Lewis.
I don't love that the gentleman we know who is an expert with meats owns a nipple belt replica.
He also has a chainsaw signed by the guy who played Leatherface, the original Leatherface.
I don't love that the man we know who professionally butchers
He's hiding in plain sight.
is the one with the nipples and the...
They found 4 loose noses, just about.
Well, at this point...
in the junk drawer next to like some paper clips.
It's like finding paper clips in an office at this point.
A pair of lips on a window shade drawstring.
Sure.
That's another description that I just don't understand.
I don't get it. No.
Like how deep is he cutting in
Deep
and then putting
enough to
it
get
on
the
it?
whole circle, right? So it's like
And then you put it on
you
a
have the circle
drawstring?
thing on the drawstring that you pull down. So he's getting enough lip that he can dry it out, make sure it's hard, and he can...
Oh, so it's like a little loop that you can grab onto.
It's like the
and pull
loop,
down.
yeah.
Ah, gotcha.
That's
All right.
my guess.
That makes sense. That makes sense.
A lampshade made from the skin of a human face. So
Full blown bitch of Buchenwald.
yeah, the concentration camps. He read about her and he's like, I got to do it. And then fingernails from female fingers. So
Yeah,
that's
of
not
course.
too
Oh, that's just disgusting.
I wonder if any Nazis with that chick were just like, you know, yeah, we should be wiping them out, but this is just getting egregious at this point.
This is a little much.
Yeah, it's not efficient at all. There's nothing efficient about this. She's holding it up. She pulls them out of the gas line to skin them. They just go in, it's done.
But when you love your job, you never work a day in your life.
We're taking too much time. During the questions, Sheriff Art Shelley reportedly assaulted Gein by banging his head and face into a brick wall. Weirdly, not the deputy whose mother was found hung up.
It wasn't even him.
No, it was the sheriff. I guess he did it on behalf of his deputy.
Yeah, I think that's fair.
People respected chain of command a lot more back then.
Yeah. But as a result, Gein's initial confession was ruled inadmissible because he had head trauma.
Yeah.
From his head being slammed into a brick wall.
He's fucking concussed. It's not admissible at that point.
Shelley died of a heart failure in 1968 at the age of 43 before Gein's trial.
Wait, who did?
The sheriff.
Okay. Not the deputy?
Nope.
Okay.
Many who knew the sheriff said he was traumatized by the horror of Gein's crimes. And this, along with the fear of having to testify, especially about assaulting Gein, caused his death.
I mean, it's...
Added another body.
You just don't... you just don't see things like that. You know what I mean? At that point, real rural middle America, even like Jack the Ripper, like they were gnarly crime scenes. I know, but I'm just saying they were gnarly crime scenes, or like Jack the Ripper, the alleged Jack the Ripper, who before he went to London, the Austin servant girl annihilator.
That's not the case, so we already...
I understand that, but I'm saying the alleged. It was alleged they might have been the same. Like, those are gnarly crime scenes, but like at the end of the day, it doesn't look any different than like if you find an old hobo who got hit by a train. You know what I mean? Like, it's just a body all ripped up. Once you get into that,
anytime a train stops and says they hit an animal or there's a maintenance issue, it's because they hit a hobo.
Well,
every time they hit a hobo.
They did say they hit an animal.
Yeah.
So,
yeah,
as far as I'm concerned. But no, like, that would be fucked up, but at the same time, it's like, you've kind of seen that before or in this case, like a car accident or something. Like, car accidents before glass got good were fucked. Like, fucked up.
Because it was real glass.
It was just glass. It was just fucking window glass. People would just get obliterated, just be freaks. But this, like, finding that type of shit, like, there's just no fucking way that even had a precedent in the United States of America.
No, I'm with you on that one. I think that's why this case has stuck around for so long and become like the inspiration for Leatherface, for Norman Bates, everything like that. The reason that came about is, like I said, to me, he wasn't really a serial killer. He was just a fucked up guy that killed a few people. Not far off from a serial killer, but the brutality of it and just how the insane things that he did with the bodies.
But it was mostly dead chicks.
Yeah, it was enough to stick in the minds of everybody that saw it and start passing it down because, like what you were getting at, people were dying every single day in horrific ways.
Yeah.
Back in those days, but the fact that he was doing all this extra weird shit that kind of entered it into the zeitgeist of America.
Yeah, like, we got a new one. This one's special.
Telling my kids about this one.
Yeah.
In addition to the murders of Hogan and Warden, Gein is also considered a suspect in a dozen other unsolved cases in Wisconsin that he never admits to, but yeah, they kind of like, he probably did it.
I mean,
including like an 8-year-old.
One does not just happen upon 15-year-old vulvas. One must acquire a 15-year-old vulva.
And not a lot of 15-year-olds are dying anyway, like of natural causes or disease. He's not digging up like freshly buried 15-year-olds.
No, especially if this is in like the 1950s and stuff like that. We're really starting to get like child mortality really under control at that point in terms of like vaccinations and even car accidents and stuff like that. Like, kids aren't just getting a fever and falling over anymore. It's fucking Tylenol.
Yeah.
I mean, it's making them all autistic, I guess, or whatever, but I don't believe that theory, by the way, but it's a fun joke that everyone's doing.
Hop in on it.
Yeah, why not?
Mm.
Yeah, he went out and got those vulvas fresh, much like your friend and the pig.
Dude. Thank God he didn't cut that pig's vulva off, or else I would have been really traumatized.
On November 21st, 1957, Gein was charged on one account of first-degree murder where he pleaded not guilty by reason of insanity. He was diagnosed with schizophrenia and found mentally incompetent, thus unfit for trial. Gein was sent to Central State Hospital for the criminally insane. In 1968, doctors determined Gein was mentally able to confer with counsel and participate in his defense. The trial began November 7th, 1968, and lasted 1 week.
Feels like it wouldn't take long. Like the prosecution's just like, ladies and gentlemen of the jury, I could give you a lot of fancy words, but here is just a parade of pictures of everything we found in this house. Won't say another word.
I give you Exhibit A nipple belt.
You could just bring it in.
Yeah.
He just
dude,
wears it in the
They're
courtroom.
like passing it around. They haven't even told them what it is yet. They're like, this is a strange belt. Like, this is a belt made from dead women's nipples that Ed Gein fashioned.
There's no jury, though. So a psychiatrist testified that Gein had told him that he did not know whether the killing of Warden was intentional or accidental. Gein was also told him that he examined a gun in Warden's shop. The weapon discharged and killed Warden, so the gun was a part of the shop, and he's just messing with it. What's this? He claimed
it's not people that kill people, it's guns.
Yes.
He claimed to not have aimed it at Warden and did not remember anything else that happened that morning.
Well, it's a rough story to believe in the first place, but when you've got like 50 yards of human skin in your house,
that doesn't help.
Yeah.
At the request of his defense, Gein's trial was held without a jury. Judge Robert H. Golmar was presiding and found Gein guilty on November 14th. A second trial dealt with Gein's sanity. After testimony by doctors for the prosecution and defense, Golmar ruled that Gein was not guilty by reason of insanity, and he spent the rest of his life in a mental hospital.
Oh, so he just got to like eat Jell-O and watch cartoons for the next 30 years.
Yeah, it doesn't sound that bad.
Honestly, in many ways, that's winning the lottery.
Probably better than going to prison, but not by much. Have you guys seen footage from early mental asylums? Pretty much everything is covered in human shit, and there's just naked psychos everywhere.
Yeah, I've seen One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest.
It's kind of close, but Jack Nicholson's a little bit more modestly dressed compared to most of the mental patients that I've seen from the
Just
50s and 60s.
Cuckoo bananas, yeah. Especially if you couldn't afford like one of the nice ones to send your like, like there's a cousin in the rich family who's killing hookers.
Like where they sent, which one of the Kennedy daughters was it?
Oh, yeah, because they drilled a hole in her
Is
brain.
it Rose?
I think
Rose or something like that?
sounds right.
Yeah.
Yeah, they sent her to a good one.
Yeah.
I hope so, because goddamn, they had a lot of money for it.
I mean, you can see a bad mental hospital these days just on the streets of Austin.
Oh yeah, I mean
It's under 35.
The forest is the mental hospital now.
that's what replaced
They've
the
been
mental hospitals.
released
after
into the
Reagan.
wild.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Send them back to the woods.
they're practicing free range mental health.
It is like, as long as you ban camping in the cities, the woods become a free range mental institution. Every forest here is the forbidden forest. You fucking don't go into it.
It's like the Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe, except everybody is just a fucking crack addict.
And at night, you will see someone eating a unicorn's neck. Like this.
And there's not like a scary gate to get into the entrance, but it's just shopping carts.
Yeah, you instead
Gate
of walking
of
through.
shopping carts.
Yes.
That would actually be super impressive.
I didn't tell you about that?
No.
My old place, Riverstead Ranch, off Mopac.
Well, I know the general, that there was a campsite there.
Campsite, but the entrance for the campsite, it was this like kind of impressively built entrance, or like a Arc de Triomphe built out of shopping carts.
That's fucking
That's
awesome.
fucking rad. That's absolutely great. That's that's not a homeless encampment. That's a pirate kingdom.
I would take that at a wedding over a balloon arch.
Yeah.
Gein's property was appraised and scheduled to be auctioned on March 30th, 1958, but amidst rumors that the house and the land it stood on might become a tourist attraction, somebody started a fire on the morning of March 20th and destroyed the house.
Yeah, feels right to do that, to burn it all.
Gein died at the Mendota Mental Hospital Institute due to respiratory failure on July 26, 1984, at the age of 77.
Choked on a nipple.
Wow. He got all the way to 77.
Lived a good life.
I'm telling you, it sounds like he just ate Jell-O and watched cartoons.
That was probably what he wanted in the first place.
Yeah, so what I'm imagining, even though he died in the 80s, is the mental institution from 12 Monkeys that Brad Pitt is in. Where, like, it's not great, but there's not people, like, constantly smearing feces on the wall. You can just get your pills and watch cartoons.
It's kind of fun here.
Yeah, but someone will be screaming in your ear every 20 minutes about, like, crabs coming out of the vents or something, but...
Yeah, but at least in that situation, it's like a proto Tyler Durden that's doing it, as opposed to just an actual fucking insane person.
Yeah.
Over the years, souvenir seekers chipped away pieces from his gravestone until the stone itself was stolen in the year 2000. It was recovered in June 2001 near Seattle, Washington, and was placed in storage at his hometown county sheriff's department. Gein was then buried next to his parents in the Plainfield Cemetery, and his gravesite is still left unmarked.
Probably for the best. That's really fucking weird that anyone would do that.
Well, I mean, God forbid somebody dig him up and take his skin.
Yeah, it actually seems very poetic.
Oh, yeah. Someone should take his skin.
If they haven't already.
I mean, make a bowl out of his head. That'd be... Could you imagine if he actually owned a bowl made out of
Gein's head
skull
on set?
A Gein bowl?
That would be cool as hell.
Although this is my apartment. I don't know if I want a human skull in my place.
Dude, any kind of collectibles like that, like I'm super into owning stuff like that.
We could pickle it,
if
I
I
guess.
could.
We put it in a jar. We shrink it.
We could shrink it.
Because otherwise, if it's just hanging on the couch, Chase would eat it.
All I ever think about, he would.
Oh,
he would lick that thing raw.
It'd be a good treat for a
Just
good boy.
chomping on it.
Yeah. And it'd be brittle. He would chomp right through it.
Yeah, probably at this point.
Not even any marrow in there for him at that point, you know?
Yeah.
I mean, overall, I'm still not convinced that Ed Gein should be up there listed with other serial killers, because a lot of times he's listed alongside like Jeffrey Dahmer and Ted Bundy, Ed Kemper, which Ed Kemper lied about a lot of the crimes that he committed. But to me, he just seemed like a damaged mama's boy.
He's an inspiration, though. He probably led to several copycats.
True. Also an inspiration in the fact that he grew up with an overbearing mother, only killed a handful of people, and lived to a ripe old age.
I mean, he for sure killed more than the what?
Two
Confirmed.
that he's definitely killed his brother.
2 that he's credited for, and 3rd that we're pretty sure about brother. He's got double digits.
Where'd he get those 15-year-old vulvas?
Where'd he get the vulvas?
All the information that I've heard about, it's been a while since I've researched it, but all the information that I heard about him is he was a prolific grave digger or grave robber.
He was.
So he would dig up corpses. He would keep an eye on who was being buried and if it was anybody that he wanted to get a hold of.
It's not like no 15-year-olds died.
But how many young vulvas did he have?
I guess 2, I think I remember.
But also a small community, same time, there's a bunch of people that started going missing, like the 8-year-old girl.
Yeah, that's the thing.
Yeah, I still don't classify him as a serial killer, but I think that maybe he should have spent some time in prison.
Yeah, he probably should have went to
prison. Just a little bit.
Or just executed.
Yeah,
it's a miracle that deputy didn't put his pistol in Gein's mouth.
He apparently was happy that his house burned down.
Yeah, I would imagine so. It's just not...
I bet he did it.
Yeah, he probably did.
The deputy probably burned his house down. He's like,
I think this is, as far as self-restraint goes, this is on the Mount Rushmore of self-restraints. To find your mom being field dressed.
It's a tough scene.
And not immediately I mean, do what Brad Pitt did in Seven, right? Fucking execute him.
What's in the box?
Yeah.
Or just, as soon as he comes across Ed gets home. When they're there, he just smashes them over
And
the
it's
head.
like a dude who probably, even if you like him or don't think about him, is pretty punchable.
Respectable member of the community, Rob.
No, I think he looks like a fucking weird. Like
He did look very odd.
Like,
yeah,
he
he
just, like,
definitely had a punchable face.
just like bumbles and he's like, "Hey guys, it's me. Don't wave your flower at me. I don't want it." You're just like, God, I want to punch this fucking guy in the face. And now instead of him just coming in and saying something weird and off-putting, your mother is split open and hanging upside down from the
Headless.
ceiling, headless.
It's like, I feel like the most important detail.
It is maybe one of the greatest acts of self-restraint in human history. He wouldn't have even gotten in trouble for it.
No.
I mean, it really should have ended like the reverse of, the end of Devil's Rejects, where there's that long pull-out shot of one of the Firefly family holding a pistol to the sheriff's head.
Yeah.
Switch that around and just a long anticipation until he just canoes that
Yep.
guy's head.
All right. I think it's pretty easy here, but who's today's Hitler?
I'll go Ed's mom.
Oh, yeah, no question. I was going to say Ed's mom.
Always blame women.
Yeah.
Well, it wasn't his fault.
He seemed like a stand-up guy.
It honestly
He was a product of his
ruined him.
environment.
sound like his fault. No chance from the jump. I will just say this as the only one raising children. You have no idea how easy it is to fuck a child. Like, you can tell them anything and they'll believe it.
I can already tell. Yeah, I know which one of your kids are going to be a problem. There's 3 of them. There's no way all of them are going to be saints.
No, it's true. I mean, the only one who doesn't give me trouble now is the baby. But I'll tell you what.
Too quiet.
Rory's the mama's boy, but Finn is the temper.
Ooh, that's...
Yeah, I had my eye on Finn.
Oh, Finn was your boy for a while.
I'm back on Rory.
You like Rory now?
Rory dapped me up.
He did.
That's all it takes. You got to be nice to me.
Finn has already learned how to closed fist punch. Don't know who taught him. And he's punched me in the face multiple times.
It's just natural for him.
Yeah. He's coming.
Oh, I didn't tell you. I had Finn over the other day for the UFC fights.
Oh, yeah. Okay, that makes sense.
So he's
He
learning.
did
He's
come-
learning from the best.
He did come home pretty late the other night, and I asked him, he's 2, where he was, and he said, "Shut the fuck up, Dada. Fuck, bitch, pussy. You bitch." And then he went upstairs.
He called you the N-word.
He didn't call me it, but he was using it.
Today's Hitler is Finn. Finn Fox.
My middle child.
I like this kid. He's either going to be a felon or he's going to be a powerhouse.
Yeah.
A politician. You won't stop him.
Oh, yeah.
He clearly hit something with my car, and that's kind of the worst part.
You guys learn anything today?
I'd like to learn what he hit with my car. Seemed alive.
Well, there's a lot of deer that run across the street here.
What? Fingers crossed.
Well, I learned that you probably shouldn't give car keys to children.
No, you shouldn't.
Well, he didn't give him the keys.
No, yeah, I give it.
He stole them.
Took it.
Oh, God, you can't even leave him laying out on the table?
No, Finn takes what he
Takes what
wants.
he wants. Takes what he wants.
Dude, I think that kid's going to be a CEO.
He's driven.
Maybe, yeah. It was weird. Me and my wife got real sleepy. He brought us these. He was like, "Bobby, Daddy, I got you juice." And then I woke up like 3 hours later. I think he put something in it.
Throws you a pack of smoke so you never leave.
Yeah. I mean, he will bum me a cigarette every now and then if I'm pretty drunk.
He's pretty cool, yeah.
Yeah.
It's cool like that.
Yeah.
That's a good kid.
Smokes Parliaments. He does.
Oh, and he smokes Parliaments, too?
Smokes Parliaments, yeah.
Dude, my nephew's on Marlboro Lights. Pussy.
Ugh.
I'm just glad they're not vaping.
Yeah, me too.
That's
I'm
progress.
glad he's not taking after me.
Never. I would be angrier at my child. I would actually legitimately be angrier at any of my kids for vaping than for smoking
Yeah,
cigarettes.
cigarettes are organic.
Plant-based. But also, like, cigarettes are way easier to quit than a vape. You can vape whenever. That's the other thing. The problem with vapes is, I can just vape all day. You won't smoke. We're like conditioned to not smoke inside.
If you're
a coward.
As a vapor, I 100% agree.
Yeah.
I vape more than I ever smoked. At one point in my life, I was up to like a pack and a half to 2 packs a day. I still vape more than I ever smoked.
That's crazy. So I feel bad about my zinning. I'm like, God damn, I had like 6 zins.
His wife still doesn't know he zins.
We'll keep that under wraps.
It's been almost a year.
She doesn't listen.
Well, he's got to stop getting them from his kid.
Yeah.
His kid's a bad influence.
I
throwing it
can
out.
probably pin it on Finn, but he will.
It's not believable though, because obviously he calls his dad a bitch for using Zin.
So Finn's got straight up like
He does
like
Red Man.
Indian Chief Chew. Yeah, like the
Yeah.
Red Man Chew.
Yeah, 100%.
You know, he mixes it with Big League Chew.
It's just the last time I got
combo.
him in trouble with his mom, my wife. It was bad timing because we just bought him like tube socks, and so he emptied his piggy bank into one and came into the bedroom at like 3 a.m.
Just went to town on you.
Yeah, on my ribs and stomach.
We couldn't shoot the show the other day because he had a giant black eye.
It was bad. Yeah, I put makeup on it.
Still didn't cover it up.
He's a monster, but I love him.
He's yours.
I think.
Yeah.
Hey, there's plenty of Medal of Honor recipients that have taken part in a blanket party at some point in their life.
That's true.
He's gonna be a great man.
Really, if any of your dead friends attach their souls onto one of my children, it's Finn.
That's his whole thing. He thinks one of my dead friends that OD'd from heroin is now in his child.
Wait, one of how many do you have?
Several.
Yeah,
That's just Delaware County.
Baker's dozen.
Good old Delco.
Yeah. Anyway, that's our episode for today. Thanks for tuning in. Coop, thanks for joining.
Dude, thanks for having me.
Perfect
Happy to
episode
be
for
here.
Coop.
It's
Great
it's good to
episode.
hang out with you guys. I get to see Bob all the time now, but I don't get to see
I
you
don't
as
get to
often.
see you anymore.
But yeah, thanks for having me. If you guys want to tune in to some more crime content, you can check out Crime Corner with Jesse Weissman on Spotify. We got a new episode each week. We just did Robert Eugene Brasher's, the guy who was behind the yogurt shop murders.
Breaking
news. And it was actually you that gave me the tip.
Yeah.
I freaked out when
Tipped
I
you
got it.
off.
Yeah.
Because
But
we
yeah,
just did the episode. I was on it with the yogurt shop murders.
Yeah, it was right around the time that the Netflix documentary
And then a
came out.
month later, they solved it.
And I've got a
Probably
feeling,
not a coincidence, to be
No.
honest.
Yeah, I was going to say I have a feeling that it got that Crime Corner boost.
Yeah.
There's going to be a handful more cold cases that we've covered that are going to end up getting solved all because
And
of us.
that was like the Jack the Ripper of Austin. You know what I mean? Like rocked the city.
Dude, honestly, I was sure that wasn't going to get solved. I thought for sure that case was never going to get solved.
Yeah.
I was blown away when they actually tracked it down to just one person.
So go listen to that. The guy's an absolute psycho, too. Like his rap sheet is it's like a CVS receipt.
Just the craziest thing
Yeah.
about him is how he kept getting out of jail.
Yeah, he just
Over
keeps getting
and
out of prison
over.
for good behavior. Apparently, until like last year, if you just were well behaved in prison, you got out.
They were like,
Yeah.
well, I know he keeps beating women and trying to kill them, but he was well behaved in jail.
Cleaned up after
Yeah, I
himself.
think he's learned something. What he learned is that he just knows to be nice in jail.
Yeah. Check out our Patreon, patreon.com/softcore history, where you get 2 additional episodes every week. They drop on Wednesday and Friday. We do spooky episodes there for the month of October as well. We've already done 2. We did an episode on the Mary Celeste, which was the ship that was just found without a crew in the middle of the sea.
Yeah.
And then we did the Ghost of the Alamo.
No, we've done 3 because we did the Ghost of the Alamo and we did the Oxford.
Oh
Light.
yeah, you went early.
Yeah.
So yeah, we got 3 spooky episodes on the Patreon right now, and then we have 2 more coming this week, 2 more the next week, and so on and so forth. Also, about 4 years now of additional content that is only on Patreon. It's not anywhere else. We do these episodes for the people that pay us and love us the most.
We give you a lot of content and it's all evergreen.
Yeah, I mean, we try to keep it evergreen.
We do our best.
So go listen to Crime Corner. Go subscribe to our Patreon. Fuck it. Go listen to our back catalog. Go listen to the old episodes for... there's a whole playlist on YouTube right now with the Halloween Horror Night episodes.
Oh, sick.
For
yeah,
the last-
all Halloween.
5 years. So 5 years of just the free episodes are on the YouTube alone. So
What's that? Probably 20 episodes. at least?
subscribe to the YouTube if you haven't already. Even if you only listen on audio, just subscribe to the YouTube.
Hell yeah. Yeah. Seriously, just subscribe. Just subscribing helps.
Yeah, funny thing about history is it never seems to go out of style.
Yeah.
Right? And as we like to say, leave it on for the dog.
Leave it on for the dog. Somebody told me they listened to us for like 20 straight hours on a car trip.
Never.
Don't do that.
Would not recommend.
You're gonna hate us.
Yeah, like
I would I appreciate
like
it.
I would recommend listening to us, but that's like
Space it out.
Like if someone was like, "Dude, I'm gonna have sex tonight," I'd be like, "Oh, cool, dude," and they're like, "Yeah, I'm gonna have sex for the next 20 hours straight." I'm like, "No, that'll hurt your penis. Don't do it."
You're not gonna come anymore.
Yeah, like you shouldn't do that for that long. You shouldn't do anything for 20 hours.
Nothing in excess. Always in moderation.
Yeah.
For Matt Coop, Rob Fox, I'm Dan Regester, and you just got soft serve.